Recording now and hope it works. Down the hatch, the last of my mead before we go back to the other stuff. We can probably do another hour at least. That's not the front doors. Oh shit. Don't fuck with me, buddy. Stupid dog. So does that go nowhere? Okay. Oh no, I hate the puzzles in this place. Oh no. I forgot. Sound like the howl of a wolf. Locked. Can't get in that way. Just a rat hanging out there. Meh. Hey, Nito. That works. Ooh, what's this? What? Do you know what I really like? I really like grafting shit to myself. Get fucked. Down the hatch. It's like a mini little horde form, I guess. I get claws. Some bonus stats. I'm not a fan of this music, though. I need a new skeleton. Thank you. I already have that item. Tell me a story, Grout.
Another unfortunate casualty to tide of time, insane asylums. I lament their loss not only as brokerage houses for the breadth and depth of human psychoses, but also I shall mourn the disappearance of that peculiar environment present only in an insane asylum. That palpable atmosphere of tasted brains and churning bowels, the odoriferous melange of
Must be a
freely
kindred.
flowing bodily humors, that gently rolling cacophony of distant sobs and screams, the muttered cursing of perceived enemies, and the blissful gurgling of the lobotomized. like a newborn babe discovering the sky. I shall still find test subjects as surely
Save.
as I find bloody sustenance in the night, but this climate, I fear, may never be replicated.
Schwit. Schwit. Neato potato. That was one easy mission. Really don't. This is the first music swap I've heard I haven't liked, actually. I just did a staircase. Here we are. Laddered. Is this the only way I can go? So it would appear. More F9s. That's what you think. I'm hungry. I don't know if I need any more flesh or not. But it's not like it's in short supply, I suppose. Craft a little flesh to ourselves, why not? Shucks howdy. Get chopped up by my claws. Get out of here. I don't feel like fucking with you right now.
After decades of solitary study into this affliction, I have learned that it is by no means mine alone. Indeed, the city is home to an entire society of similarly afflicted individuals with whom I've only recently made contact. They are an understandably standoffish sort by and large, but I have been able to confirm with them that the condition is indeed vampirism, which apparently comes in a
How do I get out of
multitude
here?
strains, each with a spectacular set of symptoms such as invisibility and even a sort of lycanthropy. Through numerous official interactions with the governing body of this secret society, I have concluded that their fundamental understanding of the vampiric condition is woefully lacking and mired in suspicion and pseudo-religious dogma that would make a Turk balk for its strictures. Indeed, they seemed impressed with my studies and the eloquence with which I was able to present them, Apparently, the typical sufferer of my particular strain of vampirism is far from the vanguard of the King's English. So impressed were they that they even offered me an office in their government, a rather high office by the sound of things. I believe I shall accept. If nothing else, it should provide a lofty vantage point from which to observe the breadth and epidemiology of the affliction, so that I may move more expeditiously toward a cure.
This all seems like such a waste. Something down there must unlock that door. We've already hit that though. I am confused. What am I missing? It must be something simple, right? Progress is clear up until here. It's just a locked door I can't get through. No clip away, I guess. Chop, chop. I can't hit anybody. You're right in front of me, I'm swinging. Guys like can't even seem to hurt me here. There we go. That's all of you, I guess. No idea why that's locked. Hey, check it out, guys. There's animals and shit. Oof. It's not going so hot. Guess it's not going so bad either. These birds are doing dick though. I thought these were supposed to summon bats. Yeah, summon bats. You go to nowhere. That's where I came from. That's where I should have came from. What? How annoying. I love this place as a Malkavian. I hate it now. But also, I'll tell you, this place, at least in the original game with the patch, is proof that you can Diablerize in this game. It doesn't affect generation, such every kindred you Sectrai is higher gen than you. Really, it should be showing, black streaks will show up in your aura if you've Diablerized, and anyone with Auspex level 2 or higher can see it. Like, if you Diablerize someone, you can't interact with anyone who has Auspex. You don't even know who has Auspex. You could just be walking down the street and someone's going to be like, that's a Diablerist. Like, there's no mistaking it. If you are using your aura, if you have aura perception and you're using it, you see it. There's no Auspex for Diablerie. Maybe not in Bloodlines, but...
My studies proceed at a languid pace. I'm mired in a foul ennui, as my wife Tzimisce advances. My subjects grow restless without proper supervision, but I cannot pull myself back from this black compulsion. How many nights have been wasted now, gazing from the tower wall, pondering the frailty of
Is it just more birds? It's supposed to be stupid bats. This is just for fun. Look at me, I'm a dumb human. Pow, pow. Oh. Oh, to you too. You have a shield? What's that? I like that. A shield, though?
Often I reflect with great regret on the missed opportunity that was my infector. Had I been conscious after the attack, I could have
I've just
stopped
been
the
having
orderlies
fun.
from locking her in the roaming pen. What I would give for just one interview, a few simple questions of the plague-ridden woman who met her end that dawn. Of course, there
Plague-ridden
was no
woman.
guarantee she would have been any more helpful than my current crop of test subjects, mewling wretches. Few could be called enthusiastic. Given the nature of the tests, I cannot expect the same fervor from all, but a modicum of cooperation would be appreciated. Animals. The one called John went so far as to gnaw off his arm and escape into the floorboards like some feral rodent. I still hear him scurrying about at night. He must be making an atrocious mess.
I don't know why I can't get through this door.
I have accepted the role of Primogen for Clan Malkavian, the dreadfully winsome label applied to the particular strain of vampirism I suffer, so named for some supposed vampire father figure of old, or poppycock grown from a backward culture that seems interminably gone to children's tales and the fiction of Victorian romance, when it should concern itself with the science behind their suffering. No matter, for I have taken this office for no greater reason than to advance my research. I must make mention, however, that even among my would-be peers in this governing body of vampires, the level of paranoia and superstition is frightening.
Yeah,
Their
frightening.
intelligence is not the question, no. Indeed, as they courted me for this appointment, I had to suspect that their overtures were hand-tailored.
Wait, plague-ridden woman? I thought he was talking about his sire. I think he was talking about some of his test subjects. The flesh crafting just takes a lot of blood. Bone craft, well, flesh crafting is 2 blood and bone crafting is 3. But I think when they explode, they do AoE damage. Push meat? Yeah. Are all these people dead? F9. So spooky in here. This must be where he's been making other Malkavians. Blood, 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 blood. Might as well use a blood pack if I'm maxed out, right? Down the hatch. Ah, tastes so good.
Stop right there.
Sliced. 2. Yeah, kick it open. Flesh crafting makes me hungry. Up we go. Maybe we go up. Come on, you can do it. Really? Come back here. The fuck is that shit?
The voices have increased in frequency and direction of late. They have begun to stay with me long after conversation has ceased and are serving as quite a distraction. I fear others are beginning to notice my preoccupation at the vampire gatherings. I am thinking again of the particular vampire of whom I spoke previously, who I dare not name for my growing fear. If the voices are to be believed, then my caution is warranted, for they speak of his blackest crimes, both past and future. More than once, I have seen the suspicion in his eyes and heard the distrust in his voice when speaking with me. The fear must register on my face, as it is all I can do in these moments to keep from crying out in chorus with the voices. I am no longer safe. I know it. The voices have proven themselves authentic, and I have withdrawn from the vampire society entirely. My absence will no doubt draw attention, but I could no longer hold my fragile composure around the ravenous eyes of my companions, especially the voices compelled me to make what I
This is
feared
totally
was a
not crazy,
constant
right?
bargain, but I had to, for their demands are constant and merciless.
What?
I have secluded myself within the mansion. I know he will strike after me. He will go to any length to achieve his ambitions, and he knows it, I know. I have nothing to protect my beloved wife. The door will have to wait until our immediate safety is guaranteed. The mansion was constructed with security in mind, but at that time I was not privy to the full range of vampire capabilities. The voices echo in the twisted...
Yes, we get it. You know the Monster from Amnesia, Jay? I have Amnesia. I have never played it. I've played it for like an hour. You're cheating. I'm frustrated. I'm drunk and frustrated. I'm tired of running back and forth. It's hard to tell when shit's bugged with this Enter Tribute shit too, so it's like, how much time do I waste running around to figure out if the shit's bugged? What's with that fucking wooden door that's blocked up? It just doesn't make sense. There's no reason why I can't just tear through wooden planks with my hands, especially at strength whatever the fuck I am. Strength 4. There's no reason I'm not breaking through wooden beams. What the Animus was. A weapon of ancient politics. This old magic chalice allows you to enslave anyone. However, you must convince them to drink directly from this cursed vessel first. Performing this task is a good way to gain trust or discover weakness. Domination or dimension feats can also be used to convince the weaker-minded. I don't know what that is. The link doesn't seem to work in my chat. Morris? I'm not Grout.
Out is dead? Pity it could not be by my hand. No matter. Soon your self-made kings and false prophets and all who bear the mark of the beast will be washed from the earth for the coming of the Lord. As you burn, tell them it was Grünfeld Bach who sent your damned soul to that lake of fire.
Yeah, in your
All
dreams.
agents of Satan shall return to whence they came. Let this righteous display serve as a promise to all who serve the Archfiend Lacroix. I'm coming for you, Lacroix. By the power of the Lord, I will cleanse your black soul.
Whatever. I hate fire. Let me go. want out of this shitty burning mansion. Let me out, let me out, let me out. Come here. If I was Tzimisce, I'd be going just like that, killing every enemy with fleshcraft, collecting flesh, and getting like that each time stronger. Yeah. It's not bad. I'm too strong for my own good at this point. I just don't know what else I would do with higher stats. Especially once you start doing like a blood buff and the horrid form, or if you start grafting the skeletons and flesh to your body, it's like, oh, I'm at 10 physical stats, why do I need any more, right?
You are my enemy. Feel the power. Excellent. My power grows. Once more.
What's that about your power?
My lord, rule.
Who are you turds?
We'll be invincible.
Is it Cobra Commander? I have no idea who those people were. I have no idea. Hey, Prince Guy. Isn't it weird that Nines was there? I have to go to sleep in my fucking apartment. Oh shit. Forgot. Sure, it'll be okay. I'm used to dealing with my weakness.
Evening there. Something burning? Ooh, smells like someone burnt the burgers.
I know, right?
Sure.
I don't smell anything. Ever.
Jeez, I could go for one of them double-spaced burgers. The onions and the cheese and some bacon.
Yes, Chunk, burgers are good. For humans. I mean, good. Burgers are good.
The Primogens still haven't been contacted by Grout. I thought I made it clear that you were not supposed to come back until we had heard from him.
The Primo wanted to hear from Grout. They got the whole seance.
Grout's dead. What?
His bot tried to burn me up and he hates you.
Every time I think he's lost the scent. So, Buck killed Grout to draw me out.
Seems like Grout was already dead when he arrived.
They stalk and kill our kind to appease their god. But like many mortals, their so-called faith is nothing but a conduit through which they quench their killing urge. Who else would have killed Grout?
If you let me finish.
With whom do you presume you're speaking?
Someone who likes his flesh where it is?
Look at me. Are you sure it was Nines Rodriguez? Because if it was, the consequences... Do you know where this might lead? Do you really have any idea?
It leads to you and the Anarchs warring over each other, which means less pain in the ass for me to pursue my own interests. That's what I think it means. Why don't you tell me, Captain Dramatic? Oh no, I'm positive it was Nines. It means you're going to have to fight the Anarchs.
Under most circumstances, I would call a blood hunt on the murderer immediately. However, the Anarchs of this city may...
I don't know if he has an alibi yet. That's what he's saying.
I do not want a war with them. This decision will take some time. I need to confer with the Primogen on this. In the meantime, I've come to a decision on the Ankaran sarcophagus.
Have you?
And I believe that for the safety of the inhabitants of this city, we need to place the sarcophagus under Camarilla protection until its contents can be confirmed. You're becoming quite indispensable to me. So, out of all my available personnel, I'm going to entrust the retrieval of the sarcophagus to you.
All
It
of your
was quietly
available
delivered to the
personnel?
Museum of Natural
Am I the
History
only
a few
one, though?
years ago.
Like, you haven't heard from Grout or the other Primogen?
Let me finish. The manifest from the Dane shows there was a small box from the same dig on board, but it was listed as missing. Keep an eye open for it. It may have been overlooked. It's crucial we get the sarcophagus in our possession within the next few hours.
No money, though.
Yes, of course. Here. I can't have one of my representatives running around ill-equipped for their task.
Nope. Bye.
I have methodically calculated a solution to each dilemma thrust upon our community.
I bet you
and I
have.
don't have the time to paint your tiny mind its place in the big picture for each and every instance. So either
Send
serve
your sheriff
function
after me, then.
or get out of my sight.
Bye.
Show her out.
Fuck off, Prince. Be on my way to that apartment, though. Prince can play a game of Suck It Long and Suck It Hard.
Money, right? Been a while. Your money's been piling up. Here, that should provide for an interesting evening.
Thank you. The reason I like Tremere has nothing to do with magic. I somewhat oppose the idea of magic and vampires to begin with. You just like the... like secrecy? Do you like that they used to be humans? What's your draw to them? Gotta do some plague bearer shit. Really do need to sleep. I think we do this. We go do the plague bearer. I think that'll do it for tonight. And I'll get some sleep for Renaissance Festival tomorrow. Why can I never go to the 4th floor? Going crazy. Like many people say, oh, you play Tremere, they are mages, but the idea of what I like is out of Bloodlines itself. Like, the spells don't seem like magic, it seems like a powerful impulsion of will upon lower humans. It is almost Ventru. They spin their hands and the humans fall in pain, vomiting blood, etc. It's not the same as conjuring bolts of lightning or so. Powerful imposition, not infusion. Beer bottles, beer bottles, beer bottles, beer bottles. It's like my apartment. Dominate is scary as shit. More beer bottles. Everyone's had beer bottles, I guess. Dominate is super fucking scary. Basically, ugh. You show up, you're like, I'm a blood mage. Not a Sombra or a Venture, it's just like, I'm gonna dominate. that shit. Save. Spend some XP. I feel like the intelligence or the wits or the dodge. Like the dodge. Kinda want to spend XP on animalism, but I can't seem to do any of the other dots. Press the Alt discipline key. Ah. I think that's actually X. It's my Alt discipline key. I don't have one. Ravens, rats, or bats. You choose bats. Alright, cool. You understand what I say? Yes, you're imposing your will upon them. You're using the power of the blood to influence mortals because they are lesser beasts than you. At least that's what I'm getting from it. Kill some sick people. No, I'm gonna go kill a lot of sick people. So, I totally took this level we're about to do as inspiration for my PnP campaign. This is like a 2 or 3 session side quest where they had to go kill this bishop. And inside I had a lot of the infected people, like what we see here, or what we're about to see here. But I also had people who had been like infected and like essentially dead. They were like zombies for so long that like they started to decompose. It's like they had all this like built up methane gas in them. Let's see, exactly. I don't see them as Gandalf casting magical bolts of fire or something. So when you say I might like Tzimisce because they are mages, I don't like mages and vampire to begin with. Fair enough. Okay, I see what you're saying now. Also, what I like about Tremere are their nature, secretive, silent, studios, scholarly. Tzimisce are like that too. Very scholarly. They're like the old wise men of the Sabbat. They're like, you have to weigh the dangers of going to a Tzimisce to ask for advice, because you don't know what he's going to do to you for showing up in his domain. And that's where the traditions of the Tzimisce start to come in to play. Like, if you are familiar with Tzimisce traditions, and you give the gift like you're supposed to give, you don't stay longer than 3 days, like, you may actually get some good counsel from a Tzimisce. They are very introspective and very about, usually very studious. They are solitary because of their studies, some of which are crafting flesh. There's a lot of parallels in the two clans. I had enough school in life, I don't need that in the afterlife. You get bored. Eternity's a long time.
What's up, sister? You enlightened?
You know it.
I see. Welcome to the Brotherhood. The bishop will see you upstairs.
But it will. Let's try out these bats. The main point where I like Tremere is how my worst light looks in the Bloodlines game. I like her style and everything. It isn't whorish, silly, vain, or too plain. It's absolutely perfect style, the way I like to go myself in real life. Yeah, things you can identify with really help. With the clans, I have a friend from my PnP campaign who really she's just a troublemaker. And so she played a Toreador who was basically going around and just causing mischief with presence, basically.
You're going upstairs to see the bishop.
You guys go into a nursing home to find an old vampire posing as a elderly dementia patient. You walk in, and the guards are trying to subdue a hostile elderly patient. What do? I cast Majesty, and I tell the patients to rise up in revolt. And you're like, no, are you really going to do that? Yes, I am. So yeah, if everything's in chaos, no one will notice us speaking to the elderly person, or the vampire posing as a geriatric person, right? You got a point.
You're new to the Brotherhood, huh?
The best skin.
Got enlightened. I've been here a few days. When the bishop wants to see you, you'll be summoned, and then you go up these stairs.
I forgot the name for stairs.
Temple.
The temple. I love the temple.
The bishop?
Yeah, what's the bishop like?
I saw him once. He is beautiful and scary.
How scary?
I dream about him all the time.
Me too.
He does things to me in my dreams. He does things I don't like to remember.
What a fun dream you had.
I mean, I hear things, but I haven't been summoned. I had a friend snuck up there a few days ago. Said she saw things, bad things. Yeah.
Why'd you stick around?
Blood.
Oh,
She
yeah.
said,
Addicted to blood.
blood everywhere. She saw a few of the summoned to try to talk to them, but they just
They just love the
stared at her
ninth
with
circle.
These woo blank looks, No, one of them started reaching for her, and she ran away.
Maybe the Brotherhood isn't all it's cracked up to be.
Yeah. I know. The bishop said we have to shed our earthly fears on our journey to the ninth circle.
You also need to shed your
Scared to go
mortal
upstairs.
prison.
I just want to go.
Let's slough some of that
Well,
flesh off of
home.
you. Come here. I want to cast some bets. For someone in a cult of sick people, you seem to have a lot of blood in you. That's all I need. This thing's got like no ammo, huh? Boom. Oh, the story I forgot to finish. So, I had like a 2 or 3 session side quest based on this for my tabletop PMP group, and they had these big things that were basically boomers from Left 4 Dead, if you're familiar with them. But they had been pseudo zombies for so long that all the methane built up in them and made them explosive. Well, the Toreador had a flare gun. Teddy was the character's name. It was a 12-year-old musical savant boy who got turned by a Toreador. Anyway, he wants to start some shit, and he had a flare gun, and they see one of these things, and his reaction was to shoot this thing with a flare gun, but then he botched and missed and shot someone else, another player character's vampire, in the back. I think he shot a Bruja. He shot a Bruja in the back with a flare gun and caught him on fire. It was... Everyone was botching everything that night. It was like... It was supposed to be just an easy little, like... People had to spend a bunch of XP, and everyone had a bunch of new abilities. And, we just got through a major plot point. And I was like, I just want to take it easy for a week. I'll just whip up a nice little side story for them to do that'll, you know, give me 1 or 2 weeks to write some real main story for them to continue on from the main plot, and they can just have fun with this and show off their new powers to each other and roll those new dice that they just unlocked. And they just all botched them. They just botched everything. All they did was fuck each other up really bad. Like... By the time they got to the bishop, they were so fucked up that I just had, there was an NPC I had just come in and liquefied the bishop, basically. He was there to... The NPC was there to introduce them to the next storyline portion of the main story arc. Everyone's almost dead from each other's hands. Let's give you guys a freebie. It's getting late. Pop, 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 pop. Come on, Neo. Let's just fleshcraft some shit, huh? Fucked with the wrong person. Bat time. What about these rats? All these rats doing nothing for me. Forget them. Got one of my own rats, maybe? Three Stooges kindred? Yeah, that's exactly what it was that night. Like... We had, let's see. So our group was a Bruja sociopath named Greg, who essentially, he ended up becoming a Diablerist and losing all of his humanity. It's a really complicated story. The Toreador 12-year-old boy, the musical savant, same thing happened. Didn't Diablerize, but ended up losing, getting so far in humanity that they end up going on a path. We had a Tremere who was very by the books, was very, very loyal to their Primogen and Regent. Judith, I forget Judith's last name. And of course loyal to the Prince as well, who was Thomas Redmond. We had a Lasombra Anti-Tribu and a Ravnos. That was our group of 5. Ravnos, Lasombra, Anti-Tribu, crazy-ass Bruja, mischievous, fucked-up Toreador, and Tremere. That was our PNP. And that night, nothing was going right. Two of the 5 people got 3 points bloodbound to the main villain before they even discovered it was a villain. Oh. Oh. It was so good. F9, save this shit. Let's get fucked. I got a skeleton on my back. Come on, get out of here. You don't stand a chance. Get out of here. don't even really need to kill you guys. Like, if we... What are my stats right now? I'm already at 10 unarmed, 10 lockpicking, Christ, 8 bashing soak. I don't even have blood buff on. A bunch of this shit's just coming from the vicissitude. I feel like I've already gone through this. Not gonna kill me with bashing, idiot.
Stop right there. Hey, stop right there.
Oh, no more skeleton? I guess I need another skeleton. Thank you. Yep. Got it. Come here. So success.
Welcome.
I just got friends.
sister. I see you have been enlightened. Are you searching for something? Do you seek the truth? Well, you have come to the right place, sister. We've got more truth here than we
Three
can
Stooges, maybe here, huh?
Yeah.
You're the leader of the Brotherhood of the Ninth Circle. This is something else Kindred do. They will cultivate cults around themselves. All those masks and hats and stuff. There's something called blood cults, which are just cults made by vampires, right? Like you have this whole regular cult shit where it's, I am Jesus. Like that's a very common way for cults to get started, like Jonestown and shit. Like, I am a prophet of God, I am Jesus Christ reborn. It's a very common way for cults to get started. And a lot of vampires will start blood cults around themselves as some sort of demigod or deity or prophet in order to attract mortals. So they can feed from them freely. That's called a herd. But a herd built around a cult is a blood cult. And that's basically what this guy's doing here. It's a blood cult, but he's also ensnaring other kindred into it, which, I mean, you can do that. The power of blood, you will blood bind mortals or supernatural beings. That's all this guy's doing. He's just a fucked up vampire who started a blood cult and just happened to have diseased blood as a flaw.
They call me Bishop Vic, shepherd of the...
No, I meant the Three Stooges about your IP, the one that shot and the other stuff. Yeah, exactly.
Here on Earth. Do you feel it, sister?
Yeah, they're totally poking each other in the eyes and shit.
Last, drawn back by my hand, by the Brotherhood of the Ninth Circle.
I think someone was being dragged by someone else at the end when they actually came into what's essentially this room. Like, they're all at like -4 dice to their checks. One of them's just dragging the other person who's in torpor behind them. They run across this person, and he's just like, I'm gonna fuck you all up with celerity. I think he torpoured someone else, and then I had an NPC come in and drag him out a window. It was a Tremere, actually. Came and saved their asses.
Gehenna. Judgment Day. The apocalypse. Oh, again, sister. You are too indoctrinated into the antiquated beliefs of this material world. There is no rhyme or reason. No all-powerful and terrible gods who watch over their children. You talk of disease. What about the disease that you and I both carry? Our flesh remade into nothing more than an abomination, feeding on our brothers and sisters like so many cattle. What God watched over me when that demon tore into my neck and made me into this monster you see before you? No.
Their sire was
sister.
your god.
There is no god who would tolerate such a thing. And so I have become God. And the diseases I carry to the masses will bring about an end of my own making. Until we have all journeyed below into the ninth circle.
You've lost your mind.
The time for words has come and gone, my sister. You and I
It's
will
fine.
take those last steps together and see what truth lies behind the curtain. Let the night fall forever on this cursed earth, and let the fruits of my labor bring a long and bloody harvest.
Bring it on, Vic. Word form, suck my balls. Bastion ain't gonna do nothing to me. Come here, topless chick. I gotta eat. Five XP. Oh, no blood. Oh no, no blood. XP. Can I have more than 5 wolves? Can you just keep on blowing out wolves? Hey Strauss. So you know, I got rid of that plague bearer. Hi, Moors.
Hello, neonate.
Hello.
How can I be of assistance? Of course.
I solved the epidemic problem.
Have? Impressive, young one. What exactly was the source of the epidemic?
A bishop, a blood cult. Hey, a blood cult.
Tell me of this so-called bishop.
He wanted to bring out the end of the world.
I see. That end may very well be upon us. But to business. I have a debt to pay you for your services.
Mm-hmm. Teach me thaumaturgy. Oops.
If you so desire, I can give to you a unique talisman that might be of use in the future. If that does not interest you, I can compensate you with hard currency. You decide.
Take the cash, baby. Give me the
A
item.
wise decision, neonate. True power lies not in wealth, but in the things it affords you. I hope this object serves you well.
There's one more thing I needed.
Of course.
And never mind. Looks like a crimson stone. It doubles the duration of blood heal and reduces the amount of aggravated damage taken, but reduces all physical attributes by 1. Works for me. Adios, Strauss. Let's go talk to Damsel, and I think that'll do it for tonight. I'm pretty tired. I think it's time to start winding down and get ready to get some sleep, because I got a long day of drinking and jousting tomorrow. Can I get a uptime from someone, please? An exclamation point uptime. Not sure how long I've been streaming tonight. God, I'm hungry. One fucking dot. Car's gone. It's toilet paper now. Find me some rats or something, I'm desperate. Or a homeless person. Good lord, 4-hour stream. Okay, now hopefully I won't frenzy in here. Oof.
Ugh, candy.
Oh, Kimmy. Plague Bears are all dead.
You killed all of them? You?
Yep. Yep.
So I guess you want me to thank you or something?
Yep.
Damn it. Thanks, okay? Well, cool for now, but just don't go bragging to everybody about it.
Everybody damseling me are friends. Still a bitch, but you're alright.
Righteous. You know, you just may have an anarch soul. I'll let you chew on that, Cammy. Some of the boys might have overheard our conversation and gotten the impression I've gone soft. Somebody in this joint's gonna lack the restraint to keep their mouth shut.
Adios. Time to go home and sleep in my coffin. Time to go to bed and think about this 15 XP I have. A fifth out of vicissitude at 20 XP will give me a Schlachta, and then I can start just summoning rats and Schlachta, and I'll have to build the Schlachta out of bone and flesh, but you know. But then I won't even have to fight people with my own hands. Not going down that alley, huh? It's too bad. How you? Coming this way? Just a little hungry is all. Down the hatch. I feel like I should just go into the basement at this point and then go to my apartment from there, just because it's so hard to get into the goddamn... Hit the 4th button on the elevator. Watching you. We are watching you. We are watching you. Ground floor 1. Yep. 2. Maybe not. I'm on the 4th floor. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, where's my lady at? What are you doing?
Finally, you're back. I thought maybe something happened to you. I shouldn't even think such a thing. I mean, if you disappeared, how could I go on? But you're here now. I'm so glad when you're near me.
Take me internally. I'm forever yours.
This feeling. It's love. Oh, all I can feel is love for you.
That is definitely what that feeling is, and not addiction to my supernatural blood.
I almost forgot. I got a college loan check today. Here, I want you to take some of the money.
Thanks.
I'll try to get more, you know, when I can.
Also, I'm hungry. Give me some sugar, baby. Quality blood you get from just hanging around my apartment all day. Be enough. Apparently, the Skyline Apartments just has a really bad problem with weird items. Things getting replaced by one thing. I guess it's trash cans now. It was toilet paper before. It was beer bottles. It was stereos. It's been all sorts of things. That's going to do it for me today. She was 4 hours of streaming. Happy Friday, guys. I might stream tomorrow, depending on how tired I am after being dressed as a pirate and drinking all day. I'll most likely come back and drink more and play this game with you guys. But yeah, that's going to do it for tonight. I'll have this stuff up on YouTube, hopefully by tomorrow morning. But until then, I hope you guys had a good time. I appreciate you guys playing with me. Having people to like hang out with when you play a game like really helps with the motivation to play that game. At any rate, I will catch you guys later. Have a good night. Adios, YouTube. I think this button's